Sharon Gilders, the board chair of Bay Area Wilderness Training, an outdoor education and social justice nonprofit headquartered in Oakland. I've been with the organization for 5 years, and I've never been prouder of the work we're doing than I am now. On October 10th, 2018, our annual Into the Wild event was scheduled. This is a breakfast that raises a significant amount of funds for us to run our programming throughout the year. It's also a time for us to celebrate with you our accomplishments and a time to bring our community together. The Monday before the event, on October 8th, we learned that Unite Here Local 2 Labor Union was going to strike the Palace Hotel, the venue for our event. Among many other things, this group is fighting for a livable wage. This is a fight that BAWT fully supports, and we decided to cancel our event in order to support the local. We will not ask our supporters to cross the picket lines, and we will not cross the picket lines either. Now, we are reaching out to you with a virtual representation of our event that we planned. We still want our message to be heard. We still want our accomplishments to be celebrated, and we still want you to learn more about BAWT. Many of you RSVP'd to attend the event, and you had already planned to donate. I am asking you to donate now. Make your donation to help with our programming. You can send a check to the address below, or you can follow the link and donate online. And now, to get us started, let's hear from our community about what BAWT means to them. Thank you.
BAWT's awesome.
Youth who wouldn't otherwise be able to get outdoors are having that chance because of the work we do.
I love our community and I'm happy to be a part of it.
Through our work, we're able to build capacity in our community to bring kids outdoors, providing that space for youth to experience nature and learn experientially is really transformative and powerful.
Bay Area Wilderness Training is a really awesome organization that provides a lot of access for youth of color to get outdoors. They have a whole gear library that young people have access to.
The work Bay Area Wilderness Training does has huge impact. We are a train the trainer model, so we train the teachers. We give them the skills, knowledge, and confidence to lead. Then they take their youth outdoors. Those youth in turn have a life-changing experience, and when they go home, there's a huge impact.
There's so many amazing outdoor organizations helping get youth outdoors, but what's really powerful about BAWT's model, we are training youth workers and teachers who are in the community, who are working with youth that have relationships with them, that are comfortable with them, who are more likely to have more profound experiences when they go outside with them.
BAWT has really unique resources, and the courses are also really valuable, unique spaces for educators and people who work with young people and care about the well-being of young people from marginalized backgrounds.
You know, taking kids outdoors, you assume, you get them outdoors, there's a way to do it, but BAWT provides you with a lot of expertise on how actually to plan that out, what are the risks.
BAWT is a huge resource, not just for physical gear, but just to have real truth, real genuine conversations about equity and inclusion. It's just a network beyond just loaning out gear.
A lot of kids, if you don't grow up with open space or place to even play, then how you interact with other people, how you interact with your environment is very different. But going outdoors, getting to experience nature, experience physical open space is really important. It gives you a different perspective on a lot of things. And for many kids, they don't also realize the open space is not that far from them. You could be living in a city, but maybe 15, 20 miles out, you have open space that, there's so many different things to do, so much topography, the wildlife, the flora, the fauna, and that can open new pathways for kids. And I think it's important that the outdoors becomes more accessible that way.
We believe in equitable access to outdoor experiences for both youth of color and low-income youth, and we prioritize our services to serve those communities. Environmental education and getting youth outdoors is something that has to happen. It's not a nice-to-have piece for a young person's life, it's a must-have.
So our doors are always open. We want young people to intern. I want more young people to take our courses. I think that would be absolutely amazing. Like, we need more young people in outdoor recreation. We need more young people of color in outdoor recreation. We need more young people, with disabilities, young LGBTQ people becoming leaders in the outdoor field and in the environmental field, because it's the marginalized communities who are affected the most.
If you've never heard of BAWT, please look into them, connect with them. There's a great community and network here that have a lot of just passionate people who want to get youth outdoors and provide opportunities for a lot of the youth that don't have that opportunity.
I think that being outside is a right, a privilege, a need, a health need for every person. And BAWT provides that for people that normally wouldn't get outside, and I think that everyone deserves it and needs to. And if we all connected outside, that we'd all get along in society as much more peaceful, better people.
We do this all for young people, for the next generation.
Send any teachers or youth workers that you know our way so that they can get access to free equipment loans, low-cost training, etc., so that they can take their youth outdoors on a trip that might change their lives.
So cool.
Our values are social justice, environmental stewardship, and community empowerment. The whole foundation of the work that we do is based on those values.
If you're not in BAWT, be involved in the community.
How do you like it out here?
Because of BAWT, I've been to places that I never knew existed, and now I can take other kids to places that they never knew existed.
Because of BAWT, I caught a worm and doing the worm dance. Do the worm dance.
Because of BAWT, I'm wilderness leadership trained, wilderness first aid trained, and prepared to take all my youth outdoors. Thank you, BAWT.
And now you're going to hear from Lisa and Erick about some new programming at BAWT.
The goal of the middle school outdoor leadership program is to incorporate an overnight outdoor experience for every middle school student in Oakland by the year 2020. And the way that we're doing this is by providing training and gear for teachers and after-school staff members, funding for outdoor trips and stipends for staff members and teachers. The third component is trip planning support. Erick Ortega is an after-school academic mentor at Roosevelt Middle School, and he is also an outdoor leader that was recently awarded funding from our program, and he will be participating in this program to take his students out during the 2018-19 school year. Erick Ortega came here to the Bay Area Wilderness Training Office a few weeks ago for our info session, and you could just tell immediately he was just so excited about this opportunity, and immediately started telling me stories about how he had the opportunity last year to help take students out on outdoor trips. And he had recently gone to Yosemite on his own personal trip and just could not wait to share that kind of experience with his students. And he was just full of questions, and it was just a really, really exciting connection to make and perspective to have of someone that has gone on these trips himself and has had a little bit of experience now taking students out and was now ready to take it to the next level and really become trained with us and to be able to take gear out on his own to take his students out.
Hello, my name is Erick Ortega. I am an academic mentor at Roosevelt Middle School. I represent EBAC, East Bay Asian Youth Center, a program that provides extracurricular activities to students of color and low income. I've been at Roosevelt for 3 years now. After I graduated from Skyline High School back in 2016, I have a passion for working to improve the life of our youth, whether it be through sports, through reading, or through the outdoors. I am here because I find it important to improve the life of our youth through taking them outside and exploring all the things around them. That is why I am happy to be BAWT trained, so that I could have the ability to take large groups of kids to explore the outdoors. My experience growing up as a kid and going to Oakland schools, I had the ability to go camping throughout elementary school because I was always involved in programs that took me out. But while I was attending Roosevelt Middle School as a student, I didn't have the chance to go to any field trips because of low funding. I had to wait until I got to high school to be able to attend many of these field trips and camping trips. Now, thanks to BAWT and Oakland Unified School District, I have the funding and the resources to be able to bridge the gap that I experienced as a middle schooler. It wasn't until I got to high school that I actually saw that all the equipment that we had said BAWT. All the sleeping bags, all the liners, all the tents, and even all the cooking utensils. I had asked myself, who is BAWT and what is BAWT? But I never asked anyone. It wasn't until a couple years later that I was actually working at Roosevelt and began chaperoning on all the field trips and, most importantly, all the camping trips. That's when I found out who BAWT was, and that's when I found out about the goal and the mission that BAWT has for us adult leaders. I am thankful for the opportunity that BAWT has given us, kids of low income and kids of color, the opportunity to go outside and explore all the things that this land has to offer. I want to thank all the staff, all the sponsors, and God for allowing us all to be together and be a part of this great organization. Without the help of all the people that work with BAWT and all the people who are BAWT trained, our mission would not be possible. It's important that the kids get to leave the city and explore the outdoors. It's important that the kids get to feel the outdoors. And it's important that we as BAWT take the kids outside because no one else will do so.
Next up, we have Scott Woolen, Executive Director at BAWT, with an opportunity for you to participate.
Hi, I'm Scott Woolen, Executive Director for Bay Area Wilderness Training. We believe that all youth should have an opportunity to get outdoors, not just youth that can afford to do it, and not just the youth who we think are the right kind of youth. In California, there are many, many places to go, and part of our program is getting youth outdoors to all of those places. If you go hiking, you know how great it feels to look at a beautiful sunset. You know what it's like when you're backpacking and you put your feet into a creek and your feet get relief. You know that if you complete a 5-mile hike, you will have an incredible feeling of satisfaction. We feel so proud that we're able to provide those opportunities with your help to many, many youth, 10,000 per year in the Bay Area. Something I'm feeling really great about is our recent partnership with the Oakland Unified School District. Together, we're going to get every single middle school student from the Oakland Unified School District outdoors. That's 7,000 youth over the next 3 years. We're also working in the South Bay and in Santa Clara County. If you're a teacher there or a youth worker, we're providing our teacher training courses absolutely for free. That's part of our mission, making sure that even the teachers and youth workers who cannot afford to take our training are given an opportunity to do that. You might be thinking about ways to give, so I'm going to tell you about that in just a minute. $1,000 today goes a long way. If you can make a $1,000 gift today, that will allow us to buy 5 new tents to send about 20 groups out during this year. And each year we'll be able to send another 20 groups out until that tent wears out. That would be a fantastic gift, and I know there are some of you that are ready to make a $1,000 pledge or gift today. If $500 is the gift size that you would like to give, we can give out 2 mini grants to 2 teachers, which would enable about 50 young people to get outdoors. And if giving $100 today is what you feel like giving, that would be amazing. That'll help support our mission. What my sincere hope is that right now you're watching this video, you're not at a breakfast, you may be at their kitchen table, maybe you're on BART, or you're somewhere else listening, and I'm hoping that you will feel so compelled to give, even though this is a video, because of the messages that you've heard throughout this entire video from me and from the people before. When you give your gift, you're going to feel really good, after you give that gift. So you're thinking, how do I give a gift? If you look at the screen, you will see a URL where you will be able to make your gift. Or you can go to bawt.org/donate and make your gift that way. All gifts are tax deductible. If you feel like sending us a check, you can do that too. I would like you to make your gift if you're going to make one as soon as you can, so that we can wrap up our event, because we did cancel our breakfast for the reasons that you've heard already, and we're feeling really good about that, but we want to move on to getting young people outdoors and getting back to our gear library. Thank you for your support today and anytime in the future. We're going to wrap up this video with one of our sponsors. That person is going to tell you how you or your company can support us in financial and other ways.
Hi, my name is Victor Cordone. I'm the Community Relations Program Manager at CSA Insurance Group, a AAA insurer. On behalf of the 3,800 AAA volunteers, we are thrilled to be among one of BAWT's committed donors and partners, and happy to be a part of this event. Our relationship with BAWT started about 2.5 years ago with the efforts of my colleague and friend, David Sheridan, who serves on BAWT's board of directors and serves as treasurer. Through his leadership here at the company, we have organized more than a dozen volunteer events and engaged over 250 employees with BAWT's mission. We've also recently deepened our partnership with BAWT through a skills-based volunteerism project where we have worked with BAWT's leadership on their organizational capacity, and we're beyond thrilled with those efforts. Our signature involvement with BAWT has been our AAA Climbing for Kids efforts, which over the last few years have seen 21 AAA employees, family members, and friends embark on incredible climbs across California at places like Yosemite's Half Dome and Mount Shasta. Our employees leverage our matching gifts program to raise funds to support the climb, and in the last 2 years have raised over $52,000 to support BAWT's mission. That includes employee donations and our company's match. AAA Volunteers is not a corporate volunteerism program. Rather, it's an employee volunteerism program. At the root of our volunteerism efforts are our employees whose personal passions drive our engagement with nonprofits and our communities, and have resulted in our company achieving a 99% volunteer participation rate in 2017. Working with organizations like BAWT brings our employees together through fun volunteerism events that instill a sense of pride amongst our employees. It is our hope that our peers in the corporate community will replicate our engagement with BAWT, leveraging their employees' time, talent, resources, and energy to support BAWT's mission of getting youth outdoors. Thanks. To learn how your company can get involved, email steven@bawt.org. Join us in supporting BAWT's mission.
Join us in supporting this critical work.
Please join us in our important work to getting youth of color and low-income youth outdoors.
Join me in getting youth outdoors.